Starting July 25th, we got a new update that introduces the new Harmony Draft. So what this whole Harmony Draft does is no longer do we need to have so many elixirs. It will go ahead and combine the lower grade elixirs into one. Now, in order to make the Harmony Draft, we are going to need to combine 10 Spellbound Catalysts, which can be bought from the Old Moon vendor, 30 Elixir Fury, 30 Elixir Frenzy, 30 Elixir Concentration, and lastly, 30 Elixir of Destruction. That'll make 10 Fury Drafts. These will be made 10 one cycle. So if you guys thought that 30 is going to be making one, no, 30 will be making 10 of them. All right, moving on, we have the Adaptation Draft. This will require the same Spellbound Catalyst times 10, Defense Elixir times 30, Helix Elixir times 30, Elixir Life times 30, and finally, the Endurance Elixir times 30. Following up with the potential draft is another Spellbound Catalyst times 10, Elixir of Wind times 30, Elixir of Spell times 30, Elixir of Shock times 30, and lastly, Elixir of Swiftness times 30. You guys are going to notice a trend. A lot of your buff elixirs are going to be used for making these new drafts to be combined into the Harmony Draft. Now, the Corruption Draft will require the same 10 Spellbound Catalysts, 30 Elixir Perforation, 30 Elixir of Death, 30 Elixir of Draining, and lastly, 30 Grim Reaper's Elixir. Now we have the Berserk Draft, the last draft that is going to be needed to make the Harmony Draft. We will need 10 Spellbound Catalysts, 30 Elixir of Assassination, 30 Elixir of Detection, 30 Elixir of Carnage, and lastly, 30 Elixir of Sky. The crafting cost on a lot of these elixirs are pretty low, so I'm expecting to see a huge, boost in my central market asset value on my Olivia storage. Now, moving down to the actual Harmony Draft, as you can see, it will take 10 of each of the drafts to combine into 10 of the Harmony Drafts, and these are worth at least 30 mil over here on NA per draft. What these drafts include is plus 13 AP, plus 13 accuracy, plus 13 to all damage reduction, plus 13 evasion, plus 200 HP, plus 200 stamina, movement and attack / casting speeds plus 5, critical hit plus 5, defense nullifying damage plus 15 on back attacks and crit hits, recover 17 HP on crit hits and 12 HP per hit. Lastly, extra all special attack damage plus 18%. The duration, unfortunately, is only 15 minutes and the cooldown has a 10-second cooldown, but I'm not sure if this is going to be worth using for you guys. I do know that as an alchemist, it might be worth more to go ahead and craft up the elixirs to make into the Harmony Draft, and then we have the race-specific Harmony Drafts. One that will increase damage on humans will require the Spellbound Catalyst, 1 Harmony Draft, and 3 of the human hunts with 3 of the Elixir of Will. As for the demi-human, this will require the same Spellbound and Harmony with 3 demi-human hunt and 3 Elixir of Will. Lastly, we got the Commissylve one, which is going to take the same Spellbound the Harmony Draft. And lastly, we have the 3 Griffin's Elixir and the 3 Elixir of Will, so it's not that bad. I also have a screenshot of this whole entire chart. It will be down in the description below if you guys are still confused and still need that. It's a nice little thing to have on like another monitor or whatever. But in terms of life skilling, there hasn't really been much of any changes. So for those of you who were wondering, this is what the new Harmony Drafts look like. The human, demi-human, the Commissylve, and also I have the drafts right here, the Berserk, Corruption, Potential, Adaptation, and Fury. Now, to give you guys an idea of just the overall value, taking a look at my current central market value, they are not even on the market yet. As you can see here, the Harmony Draft, one of them alone is worth 32.2 mil. The crafting cost should be 17 mil over here on NA, and we get to make 10 of them at a time. So there might just be a little profit to be made here. But looking at, say, let's look at the Berserk. So 10 of them will be 57.5 million for the one cycle. To go ahead and make it up, to make any of these drafts, you will have to combine their respected elixir with the Cataclysm with Simple Alchemy. So let's go ahead, throw 30, 30, 30, 30, and 10. Make sure the whole thing is full. And let's combine it all. There we go. We got more adaptation. throwing in the original 10, as you can see, that's a huge profit over the 30 that we had. Give you guys another idea. Let's go ahead and take out, see, what do we need? Wind. Let's take out wind here from 82 to 79 spells, and shock. 79 down to 77, 77 down to 73, and our last one. And then 73 down to 71. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. 55.4 bill. So at that point, like, it all goes by your region. That's what I'm saying. For NA, it might be profitable for us here to go ahead and craft up everything on our own instead of having to go out and buy it, especially with them being 15 minutes each. And that's just money in my pocket. There are some recipes that will cost you guys money with, say, having to use the truffles, detection and destruction. If you guys are having to buy the elixirs too, it might run you some money. But yeah, that's basically how you guys go about making the new little draft. Okay, Berserk draft is made. Now let's go and combine all of these together. Combining all of these together, 10 of each will make our Harmony draft. It'll make 30 of the 10 of the Harmony drafts. I'm gonna be making 20 of them. And there, show you guys a little snippet of what you should be expecting. There, 600 mil. So you guys can be the judge of that, whether or not you guys think it'll make you guys money for providing these onto the central market for the mob grinders or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff that I'm required to tell you. And then now we just combine what we have left. Yeah, let's find out how much this will make. Now all we have to do is combine all of our drafts together. All 5. That should make us 10 or 50 of the Harmony drafts. That's how I just made 2.4 bill worth of Harmony drafts. Wasn't bad. The longest part of all of this has to be with the gathering, but for the most part, if you guys have your workers out there gathering, you're out there, you actually enjoy the gathering alone will make you money. The resources are slowly dwindling, so you guys will have to eventually go out there and manually gather or put in your pre-orders and wait for them. But I think that has to be the best alchemy session that I have done, I think, ever. But no, it's not one of the best. It is one of the best, but it's not one of the quickest. But there you guys go. If you guys were wondering if the Harmony drafts were even profitable to go ahead and make to sell off to other people, it will cost 17 million over here on NA, around 17 to 18 mil depending on the actual material values. Just for one of the Harmony drafts, you get to make 10 at a time, and I think it's pretty much worth it. Like, I still have all of my elixirs in there to go and start making more Harmony drafts. If I wanted to, I can go and do a full 100 if I really wanted to make the money. But let's go ahead, register all of that. We just sold all of the Harmony drafts for a grand total of 2 billion. That's our overall price for everything that we went ahead and spent. Oh, and if you guys were trying to sell all of the blues and everything, the blues alone will sell for money. As you can see here, the strong shock can be sold for money on its own. So it's extremely profitable now to do alchemy, in my personal opinion. If you guys are doing the Harmony drafts and all of the elixirs for the Harmony drafts, minus the draft of corruption or the corruption draft, that one, a lot of those the elixirs that are required for it will run you guys a lot of money just trying to make up the elixirs alone. But there is a chart down in the description below to show you guys all of the elixirs needed, which ones will be combined into the drafts, which drafts are combined into the Harmony draft, and what you can even do after the Harmony draft, like making the Comicil, the demi-human, and lastly, the human versions of the drafts. You guys want to see how much they're worth? Over here on NA, they are worth 34.6 billion or million each, but they're worth a pretty decent amount of money. So we made basically I'm gonna say a low 1.2 bill after tax. Let me know if you guys are doing this, if you guys are enjoying the changes and everything, if it's going to be worth your time doing. If not, also let me know. I'm curious if any of my alchemists out there are really enjoying the changes or would rather have not had this at all. Hey Dark, how you doing with your fences?